showing no bias for any organization, industry, or party. This is the NoBS World News.
Good day, Americans. Time now for news. In a press conference this afternoon, the House Oversight Committee announced the creation of a bipartisan task force to declassify federal secrets, those related to the assassination of John F. Kennedy, the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy, and the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. They would also declassify any files related to 9/11, UFOs, the Epstein list, or the origins of 9/11. The task force will be led by Representative Anna Paulina Luna of Florida, who will begin holding hearings in March. The Office of the Director of National Intelligence told the White House Friday that the FBI has uncovered 2,400 lost documents totaling over 14,000 pages, all related to the assassination of John F. Kennedy. The new file search, Axios reported this morning, was in response to President Trump's order to find and release all remaining files. These 2,400 files are believed to have been withheld from the Assassinations Review Board, the organization formed in 1992 when the JFK Records Act was signed, mandating that all documents related to the assassination and subsequent investigations be released to the National Archives before the year 2017. 2 weeks ago, President Trump signed an executive order to enforce the release of all remaining files. Russia has released American school teacher Mark Fogel after more than 3 years in custody, arrested for medical marijuana possession. The White House said this afternoon that Fogel was leaving Russian airspace with President Donald Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, Stephen Witkoff, and would be back on U.S. soil by late tonight. One person died while 4 others were injured Monday when a Learjet, a 35A, veered off the runway after landing. It crashed into a Gulfstream 200 parked on the ramp at the Scottsdale Municipal Airport in Arizona. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, Vince Neil, a vocalist for the heavy metal band Motley Crue, owned the Learjet. However, the FAA reported that Neil was not on board at the time of the crash. Over the weekend, a shark attacked 2 Florida women. They were swimming in Bimini Bay, just 50 nautical miles from Fort Lauderdale. One of the 2 women, local authorities report, incurred serious injuries in that attack. President Trump signed executive orders Monday, placing 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports into the United States. He also ordered federal facilities to stop purchasing paper straws in favor of a return to plastic. Also on Monday, the president named Veterans Affairs Secretary Doug Collins as the interim leader of 2 watchdog offices after the president fired their leads. Hampton Dellinger and David Hatuma were notified of their terminations by email Friday. Hatuma was director of the Office of Government Ethics, and Dellinger held the title of special counsel. Jordan's King Abdullah II told President Trump this morning that his country would immediately admit 2,000 Palestinian children from the Gaza Strip, those suffering from cancer and other medical issues. The 2 leaders agreed to table discussions of relocating others until a follow-up meeting can be arranged for next week. Monday, Hamas announced it is suspending Saturday's release of hostages. And President Trump responded that the ceasefire deal with Israel should be canceled if all hostages are not released by noon on Saturday. Tuesday morning, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu agreed with the president. President Trump pardoned former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich yesterday. You may recall that President Trump commuted the Democrats' prison sentence during his first term as president. The governor was sent to prison on corruption charges. He was impeached in 2009 for attempting to sell President Barack Obama's vacant Senate seat. From the House floor Monday night, Representative Nancy Mace of South Carolina accused her ex-fiance and 3 other men of sexually abusing and exploiting women, including the Congresswoman, and a list of other women, including underage girls. Mace said the men made and shared non-consensual lewd photos and videos of the mostly incapacitated women over a period of at least 10 years. Tuesday morning, NBC News reported that all 4 men had denied the accusations. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth today signed a memorandum renaming Fort Liberty back to Fort Bragg. This time, instead of being named for a Confederate general, the name honors Private First Class Ronald L. Bragg, a World War II hero who earned the Silver Star and Purple Heart for his exceptional courage during the Battle of the Bulge in 1945. The U.S. Justice Department today directed prosecutors to dismiss bribery and fraud charges against New York City Mayor Eric Adams, stating the case interferes with the Democrat mayor's ability to execute federal immigration policies in the Big Apple. Today was a good day for animal rescues. The Pueblo County Sheriff's Office rescued a horse stuck in a septic tank. Firefighters in British Columbia pulled a deer from a frozen river, and firefighters in Virginia pulled a cat from a pump house water well 10 feet underground. Unfortunately, a purple-faced leaf monkey in Sri Lanka over the weekend was not so lucky. After falling into a power grid's transformer at the Panadura power station south of the capital, the animal caught fire and sent the whole country into a blackout that lasted 4 hours Sunday. In Paris, France, at the Artificial Intelligence Action Summit today, the United States and Britain declined to sign a final communique calling for open, inclusive, transparent, and ethical AI. Speaking before the group, Vice President J.D. Vance said the United States leads the world in artificial intelligence development and will continue to do so. He urged European officials to soften on AI and allow tech companies room to grow. Meanwhile, tech giant Elon Musk led a group of investors in offering to buy OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT. The offer was $97.4 billion. OpenAI chief executive Sam Altman countered with a tongue-in-cheek tweet offering to buy Twitter for $9.74 billion, knowing well that the current name of the communication platform is X, and that Elon Musk renamed it after purchasing Twitter in 2022 for $44 billion. And finally, today, the California Highway Patrol last week played a massive game of pickup sticks after a freight truck traveling Highway 580 dumped thousands of chopsticks on the freeway. 1 week later, today, they are still finding the utensils scattered along Redwood Road there in Southern California. And in Norway, Maui Company, the world's largest producer of farmed salmon, reports that approximately 27,000 salmon have escaped. They got out of a Trom fish farm on the coast of Norway. Today, the company is offering fishermen a bounty of $45 per fugitive fish if you can catch them and return them. And that is today's NoBS World News. I'm H.L. Arledge. Thank you and have a good night. For Tuesday, February 11th, 2025, that's the way it is.